Hello everyone, how are you? It has been a very long time that I didn't upload any videos because I was so busy, especially in the last period. So sorry for that. Today in this video we will talk about some things and projects that I think we are talked about it or about them in the previous videos, but now we can say it has more details. So first of all, we have Remote Pixel website, remotepixel.ca. In this website, it provides you very useful projects that you can use it to, for example, make mosaic images, download images, make a comparison between images for different period. Now we go back to the projects. Right here we have projects, and we will select SRTM to download a Mosaic DEM, which is digital elevation model. It gives you an instruction at the beginning. Okay, now we are select the area that we want. For example, we have Erbil Governorate in the Kurdistan region, Iraq. This is that area that we want. You have to select tiles or images or part of images that cover the area you have. Okay, maybe it's 7, 5, 8, 2 images, whatever. Okay, now we are selecting the images that should cover the Erbil Governorate. And yes, this part is from Erbil Governorate. So with 7 images we cover the area that we have, but you are only allowed to select 8 images only. If the area that you have covered by or should covered by more than 8 images, so in that case you have to select 8 images only, and then create a mosaic, then select another 8 or another 2, how much you have, so or how many you have. So you are only allowed to select 8 images per once, of course. Now we select the 7 images, click on create. You have, or you should enter your email, and they will send you an email that including this is the email from Remote Pixel SRTM. This is the link. You have to click on it and then download it. Of course, we are giving a name. Well, after the download completed, I opened ArcMap software, and we have this shapefile, which is the same area that I want, which is Erbil Governorate, and we should open first of all the image that I downloaded. Here it is. This is the image that recently or right now I just downloaded, and we have this area black shapefile that I should clip the DEM just on it. So for this purpose we have to go to Arc Toolbox, and then right here we have Arc Toolbox, and we are going to Data Management Tools, and then Raster, then Raster Processing, then Clip, in order to clip the DEM image, because you know we have extra areas or extra pieces. This is the clip function that we write. Now we want to clip the DEM image. First of all, it asks you about the input image. What's your input raster that you want to clip it? And in the second option, or in the second field, you have output extent. So if you have a file, you should input it right here to make the DEM image or clip it just on it. I have, of course, my file, which is the area that I wanted, and we you know, we have now I'm selecting the file, and in these boxes, which is y maximum, y minimum, x maximum, x minimum, it's the extent of the file, or yes, of the file that I selected. If you are not selecting any kind of this file or any kind of shape file, you know, you can just you know, adjusting these numbers, which is the extent of the DEM file. Of course, if you have these numbers, or these latitude or longitude. Okay, so we have the file, so we don't need to adjust these numbers. After that, a very, very important step is that checkbox. Use input features for clipping geometry. Okay, you have to check it. If not, the clipping, it's not fitting on your file. It just you know, clip your image on this extent only. So after clipping, the image will be you know, just right a rectangle, okay, or a square, if you don't check this checkbox, because it will just clip the image on these extents only. But if you check it, it will clipping the image right on the file that you have. So after checking this, we have to select a name and a place of our file. And you know, in the right section, if you click on hide help or show help, it gives you an instruction about any fields or any features on any function in the ArcGIS. So we select a name, okay, I have this name, so I have to choose another name. While clipping, okay, and then you see clip, 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 clip. Here it is, it's completed. We have to remove the original file. If you look at the clipping, is just right on the shape file, okay, because we check on the use input feature for clipping geometry. If not, it will or the clipping process will be rectangle or square just on the extent or on the latitude or longitude that the file have. I mean that if you're not checking the use geometry, the clipping will be right here and here and here and here. It just be a square or a rectangle. It's on depending on the file that you have. Okay, after we finishing the clipping process, we are going to make a slope map for the clipped area. For this purpose, we are going to Spatial Analyze Tools and then go to the surface and then select slope. In the slope dialog box, of course, in the input, we should select the image that we want to make a slope for it. And the second one is output raster. You have to select a path and a suitable name for your images, and you should know that you have to select a name that you can recognize it, or a detailed name. For example, I will type a slope DEM clipped Erbil. Okay, in the third option we have an option to make the map in the degree or in the percentage for slope, of course. By default we have degree. We will stick on it, and you can choose it or you can select to the percentage. Okay, another important option or variables in the slope dialog box, it's a Z factor. If you notice, we have warning sign on it, which means that the X, if I click on the warning box, it says Z factor. The Z unit of the output geographical spatial reference are undefined. A default Z factor of 1 was used. Clicked for more detailed information. So it uses 1 because it's undefined Z factor, or the we can say the we have X and Y and Z. Z XY is the coordinate and Z is the elevation. It says it's undefined, so it's very okay to use 1 because we don't have different units. In case you have elevation of the DEM in different units, other units, you have to change this number or this 1. Okay, for me now, that the image that I have or I use it, it's the measuring unit is a meter, so I don't change anything. I stick on 1. Or to remove the warning sign, I delete 1 and type another 1. Okay, to remove the default factor. And of course, in the help section, we have all details on this sign or on this field. For example, if the X, Y unit and Z units are in the same unit of measure, the Z factor is 1. Of course, I have Z and X, Y in the same unit. If they are different, you have to choose or to type the conversion unit. It gives you an example. If you have 1 foot equals to 0.30 meter, so you have to type the conversion factor. If you have or if you face this kind of case. Right now we stick on 1 because we don't have any kind of differences, and of course the warning number is right here. To see the details, you can click on it. It will take you to the website of ArcMap or ArcGIS. It gives you a detail on this warning. So if you have same unit, you just type 1 and continue. If you have different units, you have to change or to type the measuring unit or measuring factor, sorry. So click on OK to slope. Here it is, a slope map. Okay, so now the process completed and we have slope map for the area that we have. And if we click on the information and select the DEM layer, and if you click on the different areas, it gives you the slope in the degree. Okay, because we selected degree, so those are, or those numbers are the slope of those areas in the degree. So I hope this video was useful for all of you. So we select a DEM and then clip it and then make a slope map for it. You can't go to any area to know the slope randomly, or you can go to XY and type the latitude and longitude to go to the interested area and take the slope or know the slope in the degree or in the percentage from it. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.